Hey everybody, it's your boy SergDragon, and welcome back to another edition of the Heavens Monsters podcast. With me always is Terrence, aka Tay-Money.
If you smell what the lion is cooking.
Tonight we're going to cover 2 episodes of Impact Wrestling, and fuck, I forgot to show you that. I'll show you after. I'll show you after we do this, because I actually wanted to show him this before, but we'll get to that point when we come to it at the end. So, that said, we have the 20th of September and the 27th of September for Impact Wrestling. So let's go. We have the 20th of September starting off with Sami Callihan, the X Division champion, Jake Chris, and his brother Dave Chris, and Madman Fulton teaming up in an 8-man tag with Tommy Dreamer, Rhino, RVD, and Tessa Blanchard. Ultimately going to war. No disqualification, no countouts, and anything goes. Woo, man, these people just tore it the fuck up. They really did.
And they say women should not be in the ring with all other guys wrestling.
Well, Tessa Blanchard's proven that wrong. She wants to fight with the men.
She wants to do what China. They're saying that she wants to do what China did back in the day.
Hell yeah, she's trying to be the next China. Mm-hmm. She's living up to it, apparently, because she also wants to live up to her father and her grandfather, the Blanchard family. She's the 3rd generation. She's a daughter of 2 men.
And
her father and her grandfather.
And the stepdaughter of her dad. Her stepfather was arrested too. Mm-hmm. Magnum TA.
In which case, this match would be so grueling that even Tessa Blanchard is laid bloodied. I think they broke her nose. See, her nose is bleeding. But before I show the image, ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match, rightfully so, even bringing a staple gun, and I think they stapled it. I'm thinking somebody else. My bad. So I'm thinking somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen. Nope. There was a staple gun used. And Impact very recently.
Big staple gun or just like
big staple gun?
Yeah, something
bigger than this. Big.
You're talking about a little piece of hardware.
Yeah. Silver too. Ain't colored yellow like that one day. Yeah, Rick Swan and freaking Sami Callihan had.
New Jack had a silver one though.
Yeah, so did this one. But that was a different match. I remember and I think it's this night that they showcased it. Ladies and gentlemen, it would be Tessa Blanchard, Tommy Dreamer, and basically Team ECW Originals winning the match. And here we go. This is the part I was talking about. There you go. See how mad she looks. She wanted payback.
Well, she
wanted payback on Where's Foggy? There we go. We're back in focus.
It's like something out of a scary movie, the picture of her.
She's coming to get you.
That's not blood, that's just her hair in a way.
No, that's nosebleed right there.
No, that's what the whole...
Oh, with the hair in her face.
Yeah.
Oh, you hate the ring and grudge shit. You know they fought, right? There was a movie for that? Yeah, the Grudge versus the Ring? But they went by their names.
Yeah, I heard.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen the poster. Mm-hmm. I was like, where the fuck did he go to show that? We need to see that. I haven't seen the Ring, though. I need to see the Ring. I've seen all the Grudges, but not the Ring. So I need to see that. One? The first, the second, and the third. The first was with the cassette. The second was with the cassette. The third was with All the World Viral.
I seen the first and second one. It was alright.
Alright. So next up, we have backstage injured Ace Austin at the hands of Eddie Edwards and Alicia. To watch her big match with Taya Valkyrie. Oh my god. And man, his plans is just coming out on top, making Eddie Edwards look bad. Jimmy Jacobs is interviewed for the tag team champions. Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, the North, are having a party to celebrate LAX final match in Impact Wrestling later that night. Knockouts champion Taya Valkyrie with Johnny Bravo in her corner would fight Alicia Edwards in a non-title match. Sadly to say, even with Ace Austin faking his injuries in a wheelchair with a cast. He goes and actually tries to help her with Johnny Bravo getting slammed. Doesn't help when Taya Valkyrie takes her up and slams her. I almost fucked up my teeth right there. I could literally go. That's not fun.
You don't be let me Foley.
Yeah, I got chips. I would have chips. I would chip my teeth. I already did that.
Yeah, that's fine. He broke his teeth.
Yeah, he broke his teeth.
Yeah.
I didn't break. I'm not gonna. I felt like I'm not gonna break my teeth. I'm gonna chip it. That's not fun.
In a hardcore match.
Yep. Backstage, the North are recruiting people to celebrate LAX's final match tonight, and they encounter Rob Van Dam and Rhino with a piñata even in their hand, and Rhino just snatches that damn thing, rips it, and he's like, okay. They back off, and RVD's like, dude, I like parties. Hey man, why are you so mad? And Rhino is just hyped and angered, saying, I just wanted the fucking candy. All right. They're making freaking Rob Van Dam look like the next, solo Cheech and Chong. That's what they make him look like. He's making him look high as fuck.
You know they did drugs.
Well, he's doing drugs right now. That's what they're making him look like.
You see the wrestler, you do drugs. You're doing drugs.
Yep. Next up, with the return of Mahabali Shirai, to the fact that he has also the Desi Hit Squad, Desi Hit Squad, they would sick the one and only, I gotta say this name right because it's a different pronunciation, Mahabali Shirai against Cody Deaner. It's a tag team match, okay. And Cousin Jack.
You know his former woman is?
Who?
ODB. Cody Deaner.
Okay.
They showed him, he's a TNA original.
That's right, back in the day. Yeah. In which case, sadly to say, with the powerhouse of Mahabali Shirai, gets them the win. That sucks. It's funny. I remember him doing this certain dance like this.
Okay.
I forget how it goes. It's something like this.
Mahabali Shirai?
Yeah, he's doing some sort of dance. He was always having a smile on his face. Now he's somebody's muscle. Again. What the heck?
Oh, God.
He make his comeback. They want to stick with the same gimmick. That they want to have all the people from one region all together. That's what they're doing.
He's a big muscle Indian.
Yeah.
Dude.
So since they're a heel factor, he has to be a heel as well. That's that true. So he's the muscle. He's not allowed to talk unless it's in the ring where he's screaming at him and saying, "Come over here, bow to him."
And first Muhammad Hassan, then Great Khali, then
Gama Singh. They're bowing down to Gama Singh.
Jinder Mahal. Now we got this dude.
Yep. We then have a 6-man tag with the Rascals of Diz, Wiz, and Trey versus Aries, Toxin, and Australian Suicide. Okay. Lucha rules. Ultimately representing the Impact Wrestling, the Rascals get the win over the Mexican Luchadors. We then have Moose taken in the streets of Mexico. And he says he is the baddest man looking for trouble in Mexico. Man, he didn't look in the right places. He's in some part of town that's less troublesome. Because he takes on people on the streets and whoop their asses and saying he's the most baddest man. Issuing a challenge, once again, to, what was his name? The baddest man, what was his name?
Kim Shamrock.
Thank you. Kim Shamrock.
The legend from the Attitude Era.
Tommy Dreamer and Rick Swan are preparing for Brian Cage's bachelor party. In which case, this would be the night before they get married between Brian Cage and Melissa Santos. Click on that. Jimmy Jacobs sits down with Impact newcomer
Tennille
Dashwood, always known as
Emma. You can say Emma or Emmalina.
Yeah. She says that the reason she came back to Impact is because it has some greatest female talent in the world. Wants to make her ultimate goal very clear that she plans on being the next Knockouts champion, coming after Taya Valkyrie. Here's the match I was talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, it would be a dark Knockouts match between Havoc and Soojung in a no disqualification match. Havoc herself comes out with the staple gun. She doesn't bring it out of the ring. She comes out with it in her entrance, already showing that she plans on using it. In which case, at one point in the match, Soojung uses it against her. She staples down there on her inner thigh. I've had heat sores down there after a long work day or playing Pokemon Go. That's not fun when you get a pimple down there and you gotta pop it. But you can imagine a staple.
Imagine getting a staple in your forehead.
No, down there's worse. Up here, at least you can brace for it and stand for it. Down there, it's sensitive as hell. Because all of the baggy, loose flesh, the nerves down there are all over the place.
Or your body.
Or your testicles.
Yeah,
and your dick.
Yeah,
not your dick. Don't staple gun the dick, you madman. In which case, Havoc wins on account that the match goes outside the ring and ends up with the fact that, yeah, she slams her. But the match, after the match, Soojung immediately gets up on her feet to attack. And they take it to the stairwell where she is choking her, hanging her off the damn freaking stage. And they immediately have to take Soojung to the hospital. Boo! We then go to Melissa Santos' bachelor party, where they have... Hey, we'll be right back. Where they have a bachelor party, and it's like everybody's making it about themselves. You got Kiera Hogan and Madison Rayne talking about who's in charge of the locker room. And you got Taya Valkyrie as champion, and it's everything about her, and she's thinking it's a party for her. And it's like, Melissa Santos is the most important one here. And she's like a total freaking princess, diva, whatever the fuck you call her. Like,
she's saying that she's important because she's a champion.
And she's her.
Yeah. Well, in her words, she said once she's important.
Yeah. Well, she invited somebody to be the stripper. And it's none other than the guy who does this in AAA and Lucha Underground, the sleazeball police officer who greases himself in baby oil and has a little compartment in his trunks for his lollipop. He puts his lollipop in the damn fucking trunks and pulls it out and puts it in his mouth. He's a stripper. I forget his name. I don't even want to look it up. Fuck it.
Orlando Jordan.
That's his name.
Is he black?
No, he's not black.
Okay, yeah,
not him. He looked like a tan Caucasian looking motherfucker. I don't know if his name is in there.
He probably isn't a nobody.
Joey Ryan! There you go. It's written here. Joey Ryan! Meanwhile, in Brian Cage, before they said they were going to cheat, they got cheat, and he's going to cheat like they never cheated before. And, well, it isn't what exactly they thought. They were going to have strippers is what they thought, but nope. We would have Tommy Dreamer and freaking Rick Swann looking at Brian Cage go to town, and they're thinking that, is it wrong that I find this hot? When Brian Cage was talking about cheating, he was talking about his diet. He had fucking donuts and sweets and breads galore spread out on his lap in a tray, and he's like, I was like, you know, if that was me there, I would say, hey man, can I get some of that? I got a whole mouthful of sweet teeth. Look at this. Does it look like I work out? Give me, get your hands off that bear claw. Give me that. I'll be doing that. The other two left, and he was all by himself. He just enjoyed his cheat day. Before his wedding. Turn it back on. That was funny, dude. That was funny. I enjoyed that. That was funny as hell. All right. Next up, we would have the final match of the night where, I'm checking to see just this macho looking guy who's coming to Impact Wrestling soon. He's full of himself. Anyway, we would have the last match of LAX versus Rick Swann and Willie Mack, sending them their farewell. But the match doesn't go to LAX, sadly, because of the fact that Rick Swann and Willie Mack didn't want to give it to him that easily, and they didn't because they got the win. LAX is being said goodbye in a loss, and Conan is just sad to say because the fact that Conan is going to still be on Impact. He is on the next week, but LAX is no longer. This is the farewell to LAX, in which everybody comes out and wishes them good luck. In other news, courtesy of Instagram, we're being blurred. There you go. Instagram, I find out on AEW, All Elite Wrestling, we would have the LAX come to AEW. So they're not done yet in the wrestling business. They just changed brands. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
WWE tried to get them.
Go ahead and look up the 27th of September for Impact. Go ahead.
Yes, they tried to get them, but LAX turned them down. Mm-hmm. And there's another wrestler going to AEW. It's rumored, but we don't know if he's going to go. Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger. Did you know R-Truth sang his music in a rap video for his entrance in a MMA fight? I didn't know that. I got that from Right Along. Carmelo was mentioning it. Man, you cool. You singing Jack Swagger's intro for his USA or
UFC.
Yeah, or UFC and MMA fight.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Well, MMA because he's in UFC.
Cool. He can rap. He could legit rap. Mm-hmm.
What is it?
R-Truth. Now on the 27th of Impact. While he's looking that up, ladies and gentlemen, a shout out to our other members of the Heaven Monsters podcast, Xavier Hill, Mike Henry, and Andre Mitchell. A link to their 3 YouTube pages will be in the descriptions down below, as always. And another shout out to our boys, Renee, Farrow, Chris Petrie, and Delvin. Got it. Okay. Oh yeah. It is the wedding day in Las Vegas for Brian Cage and Melissa Santos. And people are gathering. But in the ring, we have a different story happening. We would have the North coming in and desecrating and mocking the LAX, dressing up like them and calling out Conan and, well, not really calling him out, but just saying that Conan, that these two were a joke in Impact Wrestling. Conan comes out, is insulted and says that he's got 2 friends who would be more than happy to kick their ass. None other than Rhino and RVD ECW Originals. Next in that part, we would have the fact that Rhino and RVD get the win with Conan in their corner in a non-title match. That's awesome. Let's see, backstage. They had a promo for Gama Sang with the Desi Hit Squad. I'm trying to skip because we're running out of time. His ride's coming, so trying to get this here quick so I can show him a video of what happened. Edward Edwards arrives at the winning But Rito Scum quickly slips something in the drink. His wine glass. Man, them motherfuckers. Working for Ace Austin again. Next match, we would have Shira with, Mahabali Shirai with the Dizzy Hit Squad versus Cousin Jake. Cousin Jake with from the Deaners with his Cody Deaner. Ultimately, sadly, with the power of the Lion, they would get the win from the Dizzy Hit Squad. Damn. Gotta give it to Mustafa. Damn it. I keep forgetting. Mahabali Shirai. There you go. It says it right here. Mahabali. I was looking for his first name. I need to look at it to get the pronunciation right. Next up, we would have TJP and Falaba arrive at the wedding ceremony where Falaba and TJP are arguing with each other. And you hear Falaba talking. And he says, "What are you doing? I told you formal. You said casual. Dude, what the hell are you wearing those shorts for? What the hell are you wearing that? You look like Korean boy band." He told TJP off. He looked like Korean boy band. I love it. And Eddie Edwards is already showing signs that he is wasted. Most likely because of what roofie they put into his drink. Damn it. This is bullshit. I already know how this is going to end bad for Eddie Edwards. And this is just going to work in the favor of Austin Aries getting Alicia Edwards. Damn it. Next match, we would have Madison Rayne versus Tennille Dashwood. Ultimately, Tennille would get another victory and technically is undefeated in Impact since her debut in Mexico. She has not been taken down yet and is definitely becoming number one contender for Taya Valkyrie's title very soon, in my opinion. Backstage, Rob Van Dam and his wife, girlfriend, Katie Forbes, is backstage, and she's got her titties out and everything, bro. She's wearing a one-piece dress, and she's having to constantly fix her titties, go in the dress and go, whoop, fix them babies. And he's already looking high, and Rick Swann is tripping on Rob Van Dam's tripping. He's already, they're saying that when they defeat the tag team champions, the North, at Bound for Glory, they'll give Rhino and RVD a number one contender shot. Rob Van Dam says, while he's on a high, says, "I will give you a shot when we become." And they're the number one contenders. Rick Swann and Willie Mack, he's tripping. They're like, "We're the number one contenders. We're the number one contenders." How are we saying that? Well, we the number one contenders, man. He got Rick Swann all hyped up. He's too laid back. Yep, it's made official. I called it. At Bound for Glory, it's made official where Tennille Dashwood will fight Taya Valkyrie for the Knockouts title. Ooh, yeah. On October 20th.
And this will be her first
it'll be on pay-per-view.
Yeah, and it'll be her first championship.
And Impact, yes.
Yes. But she's never been champion in WWE.
That's true.
It'll be her first.
She's been I think she was champion in Ring of Honor. I think. I could be wrong. And AAA. I could be wrong. Next up, we have the appearance of Ken Shamrock actually calling out Joe and burning him, dude. He says that he's repeating what Moose said, that he is the Mr. Impact. And he looks at his accomplishments and says, "I had a hard time because I couldn't find any. No world title, no X Division, no this, no tag team, no nothing." And where is he? Same thing as his record. Nowhere to be found. He then Moose then shows himself to be in Ken Shamrock's gym where he's beating people left and right and saying that he is the baddest man and he's going to kill Ken Shamrock at Bound for Glory. He is picking a fight. He just attacked some of his proteges and fellow gym members. Man, oh man, he dead, man. He just beat up 3 kids and shoved a fourth. Knockouts champion Taya Valkyrie asks Rosemary to help her with Tiana Dashwood. In return, she gives Rosemary a shot at her knockouts. Rosemary is quickly to look at her and say that she used to be able to handle these kind of things without her help. Back then, she would have been more than happy to team up with her, but not as a coward. So she leaves and is thinking that she gives her a dress to attend the wedding. And she's looking at her like, wedding! And she's walking that beautiful skeleton purple makeup. All teeth right here. Just painted on. And it's beautiful. I gotta admit. OVD crashes the wedding, tries to get in, but are quickly denied. They are not welcome whatsoever, and they are very upset. Already saying that they got a match. Well, Dave Chris got a match. Madison Rayne tries to coach the other knockouts on how to walk down the aisle. Kira reminds Madison that she's not in the bridal party. Okay, we gotta hurry this up. His rights here. Blah, 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 blah. Wedding part. Dave Chris takes on with his brother Jake Chris in his corner, and Matt Fulton takes on Tessa Blanchard for the X Division title shot qualification for a 5-man ladder match at Bound for Glory. Ultimately, Madman Fulton gets evicted. Jake Chris tries to help, but in the end, it would be Tessa Blanchard who qualifies for an X Division title shot at Bound for Glory with Jake Chris. Now we got 3 slots to fill. Oh, damn. Next up, I've covered that. After the match, Madman Fulton slams Tessa Blanchard in the ring and leaves her in a tired mess. Damn. And then at the wedding, we would have people interrupt the wedding. We'd have Taya Valkyrie talking about herself. We would have All Eagle Page of the North talking about how the freaking roster and Impact Management is a screw up and how everybody should work with him to change things, including mostly giving not the older wrestlers a bigger paycheck, but the champions themselves the bigger paycheck. Then Eddie Edwards comes in and the drug has taken so much effect that he's barfing on the priest. He's been taken out. The fight breaks out. They take Eddie away and Tommy Dreamer, as the one to give away Melissa Santos to Brian Cage, asks, is there anybody, a priest, a seller, this or that? Ultimately, a minister is called out and comes down the ring. Minister fathers James Mitchell, the dark man himself, is the one to wed, and he gives Melissa Santos a dirty look the whole time he's talking. And ultimately weds them and says the cities, and says, in the dark power, let these people be together. The night would then go on for their dance in the ring after match. Sami Callihan comes out to wish them happy toast, this, and also the fact that he's going to fight him and ruin him at Bound for Glory, and says, congratulations to the bride and the bitch. Brian Cage tries to go for him. The draw, Sami Callihan tries to swing at him. Brian Cage dodges and hits Melissa Santos with a bottle. And he is repeatedly saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. He's being told to get the hell out. Everybody is all over Melissa Santos. It's just terrible. It is terrible. With that said, I would want to talk more, but he's got to leave. In which case, ladies and gentlemen, big news. This week is a week of premieres with Monday Night Raw Season 28. This would be the last show on Pursuit Channel for Impact Wrestling. This Tuesday, tomorrow, will be the airing on Access TV for Impact Wrestling. And to see where this goes, we would also have All Elite Wrestling, AEW, premiering on TNT this Wednesday. And Fox Sports airs Friday Night SmackDown. With that said, I'm SergDragon. This is T-Money.
Peace.
Yeah. Like this video, give it a thumbs up. You didn't, give it a thumbs down. Hit that subscribe button, like the content, and hit that notification bell for the next video. Peace out, y'all.